Pop Squat. Come on, we've got an album reaction today. Sorry, I have to kind of lean back a little bit, otherwise I get these perforation marks on my face from the drapes and, well, they're blinds. And it just looks really funny if I have, like, literally, it looks like you could rip my head in half. So I have to lean back a little bit. I'll probably go back and forth quite a bit during this video. The sun will move. But I just thought it looked funny. We've got an album we're going to do today, and this was sent in back in September. I'm really far behind on albums, and I am trying to catch up. I know I haven't done any in a little while because I was moving, but I thought I had some time this morning. It's Sunday morning. Nope. Yes, Sunday morning. And depending on when my stepdaughter wakes up, I might have to go and get her some food and do some stuff with her, but I will finish this reaction today, I swear. We're going to do Cherry Bomb from Tyler, the Creator. This came out in 2015. Like I said, forgot if I mentioned it, Jordan sent this in back in September. Jordan, thank you very much. I have no idea if you're still even following the channel. I hope you see this. Some information about Cherry Bomb. I've got the Genius page pulled up here. Genius says Cherry Bomb, Tyler's fourth studio album released on April 13th, 2015, is Tyler's personal favorite off of his discography. Blah 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 blah. Discography is a weird word. The entire album was produced by Tyler himself, with some additional production by Mike Eisinger on 2 tracks. Cherry Bomb is easily Tyler's happiest and most positive album, preceded by the dual singles Fucking Young and DEATHCAMP. And I think those are on what we're going to listen to. Yeah, DEATHCAMP. Fucking Young I don't see here, so it must have come out separately. Which sounds ominous, but are actually quite upbeat. And let's see, the record found favor with critics, but less so with fans. Interesting. There were still some lyrically dark moments during Pilot. Tyler allows his bad guy persona to manifest itself into physical form, but tracks like Run exemplified his newfound positivity as he chastises his competition for wasting their young lives with substances and materialism. Interesting. Some criticism focused on the mixing of the record. I don't want to get into that. Tyler was quick to respond to the criticism with a long quote. On October 13th, 2018, Tyler re-released the album under the title Cherry Bomb and Instrumentals. As the title suggests, the second plate of the album are instrumentals to all the songs on the album. He explained the reasons for this through Twitter. Interesting. How did this album chart? The album debuted at #1 on the Billboard's U.S. Top R&B Hip-Hop Albums and debuted at #4 on the Billboard 200, with both rankings obtained during the week of May 2nd, 2015. Wow, that is... And it's weird because I don't know Tyler, the Creator. I mean, I know him a little bit because I've reacted to a handful of tracks. I think have I even done an album? 5 videos. So I have done Answer, Wolf, the full album. I did do a full album. Cherry Bomb, just the song Cherry Bomb, which was an 11-minute review. I assume it's on this album. I actually don't really know. Law and Order, nope, that was by Lil Tyler. And so only three videos that were specifically Tyler, the Creator: Answer, Wolf, and Cherry Bomb. Why did Crowd Vibing come up? Produced by Tyler. Tyler took this? Okay, that's why. So just 3 videos that I've done for Tyler, the Creator, and I'm not super familiar with his stuff. I know I've read his background. I know I've listened to a full album. I think he is incredibly creative, the stuff that he does. Well, it said here, like, one of the tracks is his negative self, his evil self manifesting in the real world and, like, what goes on with that. He is a very, very interesting guy, and I am definitely looking forward to this. So I heard Cherry Bomb. That's the 6th track on this album, so it's pretty deep in there. 3rd album by Tyler, the Creator. It was released in 2015. Features guest appearances from Schoolboy Q. Love Schoolboy Q. Charlie Wilson. Not sure if I know. Kali Uchis? 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 UCHIS. I don't know how to pronounce that. Kanye West, Lil Wayne, Pharrell Williams, and Austin Feinstein, among others. Supported by 2 singles, Death Camp and Fucking Young / Perfect. All of Tyler's music videos contain most of one song and a snippet of another. Death Camp appeared at the end of the Fucking Young video accordingly. Cherry Bomb received generally positive reviews from critics. It debuted at number 4. Okay. Selling 51,000 copies in its first week. That does not seem like a lot to me, but the music industry has changed a lot. I don't want to read what other people have written about this. Recording and production, music and lyrics. The album's opening song, Death Camp, has been compared to Nerd's, N-E-R-D's, debut album In Search Of, from 2001, particularly the song Lap Dance. Tyler specifically mentions the album in the song with the lines, In Search Of did more for me than Illumatic. Andrew Unterberg of Spin also compared Death Camp to In Search. Okay, again, I don't want to read about what other people have written about this. Promotion release, singles, other songs, critical reception. Great. Okay. I guess let's just get into this. That's enough talking. 13 songs, 54 minutes, so this is going to be, if I run true to form, probably about 2 hours long. Especially if I make long pauses like that. I'm just trying to think what I want to do here. I think we're ready to go. Jordan, thanks again for sending this in. Everybody else who sent albums in. I'm going to try and do these a little more regularly since I'm out of work right now. And I'm no longer moving and coordinating all sorts of crap for the move. I'm going to try and set aside a couple hours every couple of days to do a video, an album reaction. So you might be seeing more of these. I hope you see more of these. I want to get more done. People have sent me money, whether it's $1 or whether it's $50 to do albums. I want to do the albums you guys send me. If one of them doesn't interest you, just please don't bother listening to it. There's a lot of Nine Tails. There's a couple other artists, and if you don't like that stuff, you don't need to listen to it. Obviously, I don't even really have to say that. Let's go. Death Camp is the first song off of Cherry Bomb. It's followed by Buffalo, then Pilot, then Run, and I'm sure I will jump in here and introduce each song as we go. I have the lyrics over on this other page. I'm going to close this. I'm going to move this over here. Open this puppy up over here. And let us check this out. I guess I don't even need that open if that's going to happen. Let's go. Death Camp. First track off of Cherry Bomb from Tyler the Creator. Thanks again for checking this out.
Excuse me, mister, but can you please turn down the lights? I don't really like all these cameras.
Okay, I gotta turn it up a little bit. I really like the sound of it. It's very, very cool right off the bat.
Excuse me, mister, but can you please turn down the lights? I don't really like all these cameras, man, and this shit just don't feel right. And I don't really wanna be rude to you, sir, but fuck you mean I can't wear my hat and her? And you got me fucked up, what you think I curved, nigga? I hope you little nigga.
I love that. It's just super cool, jumpy, dancey kind of sound. Lots of cool energy.
Listening, walk boys, is in this bitch like an infant. The blind niggas used to make fun of my vision, and now I'm paying mortgage and they stuck with tuition. It was so special, teacher asked if I was autistic, and now I'm making plates and you just washing the dishes. So if you don't mind, get the fuck out my kitchen, but keep your ego there so I can butt fuck your opinion. But in the meantime, brainwashing millions of minions, leader of the new school. And you would never catch me in none of they fucking shindigs. I hope you fucking niggas angry, pissed and offended. In search of did more for me than Illmatic. That's when I realized we ain't cut from the same fabric. I made my own shit, you went out and watched yours. Man, I got too much drop, motherfucker, I hate traffic. Lottie-dottie, I'm going harder than coming out the closet to conservative Christian fathers. When it's a lot of steak on the inside of, but let's be honest, I'm really morphing. Name my album Cherry Bomb because Grady hit sounded boring. I don't like to follow the rules. She said that I must, I don't have any armpits. She wanted to talk, who was in charge of this golf shit. I said, howdy do, how are you? I'm the sergeant. And who I are isn't really important. My heart is as dark as that window with carton. So hop in with your friends, gal, and I'll unpark it. And I'll do donuts until the fat one is car sick. It's Young T.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, if somebody had handed me this album just out of the blue years ago, no introduction whatsoever, and this was the first song I heard, and it would have been because it's the first song on the album, uh, instantly added to my collection. I mean, what a fantastic start to an album. It's got a ton of energy. It sounds really good. It kind of walks the line between like rock, alternative, rap. It really sounds good. His voice, I mean, as always, is amazing. He's got that really cool kind of thing going on with it that just it comes across so good in, especially in rap music, because it just gives this growl that you don't get a lot in a lot of other music, because a lot of other music is dealing so much more with harmony and melody and things like that. And in rap, you don't really care so much about that. You want the voice to just sound cool, and his voice sounds super cool and really attention grabbing. Like it really is good. I absolutely digging this album so far. Great first track.
I don't like to follow the rules.
Oh, nice.
And that's just who I am.
That little break right there where he comes in and we get sort of the ting 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 reminds me so much of stuff from like the 50s or 60s when people would do we don't hear this sort of sound again anymore, really. So it's really cool that he's calling really far back into rock's history, in my opinion. Again, maybe I'm crazy, but we don't hear stuff like this, and it used to show up a little more often. This is great.
I don't like to follow the rules, and that's just who I am. I hope you understand. And I don't really think y'all cool, so give yourself a hand. No, give yourself a hand. You better pose for that camera. You better pose where you better pose. And this your life, nigga, I suppose. For the lights and the camera and the action. And now your face is melting from the flash and the big old lights. Nigga, you asked for this life.
That's reminding me of something. I don't know what it is.
Welcome to DEATHCAMP. Yeah, welcome to DEATHCAMp. Yeah, welcome to DEATHCAMp. Kissing on my big bag, and lips high from my tongue, and my finger moonwalk in your head. This is fun, I can tell, but I don't know if you'll handle it well. But I'm welcome to hell. We should be running away tonight. The lights and the camera and the action.
Yeah, it's just fantastic. Yeah, I'm cutting it just before the end. There's like a second left. And I don't know if this is going to go immediately into Buffalo or not, so I want to just pause it here. This is definitely a just fantastic first track, for one thing. But it sets, not just because musically it's so good, it invites you into this album that if you had some kind of preconceived notion of what you were going to hear, this blows it out of the water. You're like, what is this? This is not like a typical rap album, right? And that is the point. Like, he's telling us that even in this song. He's like, what does he say here? Something about, I don't really like all these cameras. No, that's not it. Where he, like, I do what I want to do. So special, the teacher asked if I was autistic, and now I'm making plates. You just washing dishes. So he's giving everybody else a hard time. It kind of bothers me that he doesn't call out anybody specifically. He's basically just like splashing everybody with paint and saying like, you're all the same. You're all crap. You're like, nobody's making anything worthwhile except for me. It's typical sort of ego thing, but that's fine. Where does he say another fucking shit? That's when I realized we ain't cut from the same fabric. So I'm different. I made my own shit. You went out and bought yours. So everybody, you're just making the same thing over and over and over. I'm doing something new and different. And this song is evidence of that, right? I got too much drive, motherfucker. I hate traffic, la-di-da-di. I'm going harder. I kind of wonder if he's making fun of the la-di-da-di thing here, or if he's using that in a way that isn't supposed to be like, you know, you're using this same old thing, this la-di-da-di. I'm going harder. Or if he's saying, or if he's just adding that in there, like la-di-da-di, like, you know, I get it. You're just doing whatever. I'm going harder. Coming out the closet to conservative Christian fathers. When it's a lot at stake, come a carne asada, but let's be honest, I'm really morphing. Name my album Cherry Bomb because Greatest Hits sounded boring. Great line. I don't know why I like that so much. I don't like to follow the rules. There you go. She said that I must. I don't have any armpits. I don't know what that's. I don't have any armpits. Fantastic first song. Like, really, absolutely fantastic. It sets up, in my opinion, have not listened to the rest of the album, right? In my opinion, this first song sets up the rest of the album to allow him to do anything he wants, because he's already said, I don't do what you do. I do what I do, and what I like and what I make is different than all the other shit that's out there. And great. I think a creator should behave like that. I think they need to innovate. They need to do this sort of thing. So it's a great first track. On Buffalo, so Buffalo is the next track. Tyler addresses lots of his at the time recent controversy and finally begins to use his position as role model in the music scene to perhaps inspire a sense of leadership in his fans. Interesting. He realized that his impact on the next generation is crucial, which served as a fitting prelude to the following tracks. What was his recent controversy at the time? Is it going to tell me? Cabbage was made I don't know. Oh, here. Through the early half of Tyler's career, he was ostracized for his usage of socially insensitive terms like faggot. I can understand that. So much so that he was banned from the UK. Tyler's goal when using these words is to desensitize people to them. According to an interview with Arsenio, he explains how he feels that the power of words is more subjectively determined than people realize. Okay, that's fine. Here, Tyler jokes that he'll censor the words faggot with book, further proving his point. He says these books had their page in a bunch, playing on having your panties in a bunch, an idiom that describes being upset over something trivial. I guess we don't need to get into that. Some words belong to the people that they were used to disparage, like the N-word, right? Faggot is probably also the same, unless you're talking about a faggot of wood, which is not really a term that is used very much in the modern day. Or if you're over in Britain, a fag, right? Cigarette, which has always been like the weirdest word for me, very jarring when I hear that. Interesting. So let's check this out. Buffalo is the song, and we're going to get right into it.
God, goodness gracious, I can't wait to see the look.
Oh, that growl in his voice is just so good. The intro to this is good too. What did this say? By Bunny Sigler? Yeah, you feeling all right? It's a great little intro.
God, goodness gracious, I can't wait to see the look on y'all niggas' faces. That boy T-Nat surprises starters and chicken and fuck them brackets up at Mountain Dew. Niggas racist. Cabbage was made, critic faggots was shook, so I told him that I'll exchange the word faggot with book. And all them books is pissed off and that they page in a bunch. Fucking attitude switches like a book with a shirt. But I'm a fraud, I pray to God when a 6 triple book bashing while me and my favorite artist tickle. Peter Parker pick a pack of peppers when the plot thickens. The creative fucking kill you with a popsicle. Cold-blooded, so we rock mittens so they won't find him. Not kidding, keep the Tommy on me, bitch. I miss pickles. Said I seem off last time the team talked. Sick of making niggas cabbage, so I took the cream off. Should've bought some stock in it.
Get it, stock in it.
Not a golf one, the little homies don't wait. Let's weigh my options. I bought me a mansion. I bought some attention. Giving them the Hobson. The dear boy Swatkins. Why you mad? It's the slaving me. It's facts, boy. I'm back like Rosa Parks. They favorite see videos, stage dives, pop-ups. They watch your team. While y'all niggas watching the throne, the throne be watching me.
If you fuck this up, there are so many fucking kids right now listening to this guy. Get those wings flapping, motherfucker! Because this kid's ready to fucking fly.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Nigga on the wall. Rap bars, jail bars, die, shoot a basketball. Tyler the douse, skin arrested and ousted. Cops knew who I was because the show was ousted.
Tyler, I swear to fuck. If you fucking do not fuck this up, you have the whole world in your fucking head.
How many leaders in the house? Well, can't somebody bring the mirrors out? I'm getting lonely. Likes and apologies and snaps make it obvious that everybody on this fucking planet lacking confidence. How many leaders in the house?
Not fuck this
Well,
up.
can't somebody bring the camera out so I can film me? See a great director, niggas' vision must be glory. Boy, I get the epic shots like jaywalking in Missouri. Wait, how many leaders in the house? Well, can't somebody bring my album out so I can hear one? Pour me a drink, shit, I don't know what to think. Cause all these niggas leaning like they forced winning. Wait, how many leaders in the house? See why nobody got their hands up? See, that's the issue.
Tyler wonder where the leaders of society are. He's beginning to feel like the only one. This is made evident by him asking for mirrors so he can see multiple reflections of himself to compensate for the lack thereof. He uses a similar sentiment in 2019's What's Good. Hard to believe in God when there ain't no mirrors around. That's why Tyler openly resents social media platforms like Snapchat. He mentioned some of the social media stuff in here as well. He feels as if they're created a culture where people crave and need approval based entirely on superficial things such as likes and follows. Yeah, that's such a pointless thing to get upset about. Honestly, right? Like, we are creatures that are rewarded for being acknowledged. I mean, we go our entire fucking lives waiting for people to acknowledge us. We hopefully find somebody to be a partner with, or partners with if you're poly, or if you're just a serial monogamist, who make you feel special because it triggers some fucking reward system in your brain. So social media just ties into that. It's also like playing computer games, right? You play a computer game and they have work the science so that they know they need to give you a tiny reward every few seconds, really, or a couple of minutes, in order to keep you interested, because that's how your brain works. You need a little cookie every now and again. So, I don't know. Whining about people wanting praise is kind of a pointless thing to do. I understand it because it just seems so sickening when you have people like the Kardashians who only claim to fame is that they're famous, right? They contribute nothing. I'm sorry if that offends you. I'm not actually sorry at all. They don't do anything meaningful, useful, contribute in any way. I mean, maybe they do some charity work, but I highly doubt it. I don't know enough about them to even really say if they do or not. But that's what we do. We want to be acknowledged. We want to be seen. We want to feel like we're worthwhile as human beings, even if we don't come out and say that, right? I feel bad for the guy that he feels like he's the only one leading. And honestly, he's not that huge a voice in the world. He might be in hip-hop. He might have been in hip-hop. I don't know if he still is. This is from 2015, so fuck, it's almost 10 years ago. It's 8 years ago. So I don't know. But I mean, I do have to give the guy major props for recognizing that he does have a responsibility as a role model. A lot of people don't. They don't get that you are a role model for every single person you come in contact with, whether you're famous or not. The way you act influences how they act. If you are nice to someone, they will most likely not respond to you with violence, right? They will respond to you with the same kind of energy generally, unless they are really messed up. And so I don't know. The aggressiveness of like saying, where are all the leaders at, isn't as good as saying like, hey leaders, why don't you step forward? So, yeah, everybody step up. Do what you can. Do what you got to do. That would be much more constructive than calling people out for not being leaders, because that's just going to make everybody go, well, fuck, well, I don't want to be one of the leaders who stands up now because I'm only going to be standing up because somebody said I wasn't standing up before. No, you want to invite the leaders up. You want to say, hey, this is the time. Step up. Do what you got to do. Say what you got to say. Stand up for the defenseless. Punch up. Don't punch down. Don't be a bully. Like, it's all so very understandable once you see enough of it in the world. So, but I don't know. Like I said, I understand his frustration with it. I understand him wanting to get that stuff out of his system, and I guess I applaud him for it, because a lot of people don't ever recognize this sort of stuff that goes on. Let's get into the third song, Pilot, featuring Sydney Bennett. How was Buffalo featuring Shane Powers? Was that, I didn't see anything in here that mentioned Shane Powers, but maybe I just missed something. Let's go to the next song. Pilot is the name of the track. Here we go. That reminds me of the start to some Clash. Don't remember the song. I think it was probably off of London Calling. Big surprise. Just sort of a simple, like, broken, syncopated drum, thing going on. It reminds me of that. Sorry, I should read this too. Following Buffalo, where Tyler realized how big of an influence he is and how much power he has, he now decides in Pilot it's time for him to reach his full potential, much like Odd Future label mate Earl Sweatshirt. Yeah, I love Earl Sweatshirt. He has taken charge of he has taken a change of stance. He no longer wants to mess around and live life recklessly with no true purpose, aka crash, and instead find his own path with his wings, aka find his happiness, and fly until he no longer can. He is going to live life to the fullest capacity of goodness, happiness, and fun. A similar desire to fly is found all throughout African American literature, from Song of Solomon to Black Boy Fly by Kendrick Lamar. I totally understand this, not from a black perspective, but from just a human being perspective, and the desire to find and only engage in things that bring you happiness, that make you happy. It sounds such a hippy-dippy thing to say, but you only live once. Why in the fuck would you want to constantly engage with things that make you upset and angry? From watching a video like this, if you're watching this and you're like, God, this guy's a fucking moron, turn my video off. Turn it off. Go find something you like. Go find something you enjoy. Go outside, play some baseball, whatever the hell you like. Go swimming, play some Magic the Gathering, play some D&D with your friends. Go drive around in your super awesome car that you've got tricked out. Whatever the fuck you want to do, go do it. That's the stuff you enjoy. Don't engage with the shit that bothers you. If you're passionate about social justice, do that. You're going to engage with a lot of crap when you do it, but at least the outcome is going to be so much more positive, so much more worthwhile than yelling at somebody on the internet because they don't say the same things that you say about the music that you like. And I'm not saying that because I get a lot of negative comments. I really don't. But every now and again I get somebody who says something and I'm just like, so find something you like. Go do what you enjoy. It's not worth it. Like, it's not worth it. All right, let's do this again. Pilot. Gotta admit, did not see all that distortion coming. Thought this was going to be, if not like a light and bright little cheery song, that it was going to be very clear because of what I just read. I would have thought you would want that message to come across as clearly and unambiguously as possible, but instead we get this distortion. It's an interesting choice.
Turn everything off. I got your attention. Motherfucker, I'm about to take off. I'm the new pilot in this bitch. And I ain't bring no extra baggage for this trip. But I do bring a tiller like I hit America. A brand new camera and a parachute. Nigga, you and I not the same, we not parallel. Don't talk to me for I fucking embarrass you. I sit your ass down, you doing too much. I'm the captain on this bitch, don't get it fucked up. Or you get fucked up.
Interesting. Okay, so I get what he's doing here. So he starts off very aggressive, like, I'm gonna fly this fucking plane. Like, you wanted it, you got it, this is what's gonna happen. We're doing it the way I want to do it. That's basically what this whole intro is. That's fine, that's cool. Now here's a little break. I like the first line that's coming up here. I'm so far ahead of you guys. I'm in the future. It's a good line.
I'm so far ahead of you niggas. I'm in the future. Y'all don't even know about my existence. Like I'm dead to you niggas. I'm saying. Look, y'all be on the stupid shit. I'm the fucking pilot. Your goal is to be the stupidest. I'm the fucking bomb. Like I'm a stuff in my shoe. Like the boys a fucking problem. If anything happens, it's one door. If I see a building, motherfucker, we're done for. I'ma hit a couple of them up this parkour. Then I call your family and give you your last wishes, nigga.
Oh, I like that part.
And every line dirty, you thought that I dug ditches, but I never gave a fuck. It's like I was born dickless. I don't wanna crash anymore. I don't wanna crash anymore. I just wanna soar through the space, let the wind hit my face till there's nothing left in the gas tank. I don't wanna crash. I don't wanna crash anymore. I don't wanna crash anymore. I just wanna soar through the space, let the wind hit my face till there's nothing left in the gas tank. I don't wanna crash. I'm in first class, but I feel like coach. Yeah. Cause I'm in first class, but I feel like coach. Yeah. Cause I'm in first class, but I feel like coach. Yeah. It's kinda weird. Cause I'm in first class, but I feel like coach. Look. I'm trying to find a place where I can land at, a place where I can be, with no alphabet, dictating where to stand at. You could buy a car, you could buy many things. You could buy happiness, but you can't buy wings. You could buy a parachute, you could buy a pair, but you can't buy a pair of wings. Aerodynamic to stay cloud level. That's why I'm in first class, but I feel like coach. Fucked up. Yeah. Cause I'm in first class, but I feel like coach. It's crazy how you can have everything in the world, but you in first class, but you feel like coach. Damn. That's why I'm in first class, but I feel like coach.
Huh. What does he mean by that? I'm in first class, but I feel like coach. It should be obvious to me. But then he says this line, it's just crazy how you can have everything in the world but... And then he doesn't finish the thought. He goes back to you in first class but you feel like coach. What is the metaphor likening his life to the seats on a plane? What is... He acknowledges that he is wealthy and is considered to be a celebrity, a life most men and women can only dream of. However, he simultaneously feels that he isn't living his life the right way. Is that what he's trying to say? Or does he feel like he's forced into the coach seats? With all the recognition he gets for being himself, he gains materialistic wealth, but this sort of wealth is losing its value to him. He wants a strong foundation with a solidity to it. Simply put, he wants to live life better. I like that interpretation. I don't know 100% if that's what he meant by it. I would love to think that's what he meant by it, but that is easy to read into multiple meanings, right? Like, I'm in first class, but I feel like coach. Why? Because you're not enough? Like, you want to go even further? Maybe that interpretation that they outlined is correct, right? Like, I have all this stuff, but it's not really doing anything for me. Yeah, it's a good interpretation. Maybe I just like it. Maybe I just want it to be true. Run is the next track. This is track 4. Run is Tyler talking to people in the projects and gangbangers who refer to themselves as real ends when their only goals are to kill people and do illegal shit. That's not their goal. He is pointing out that their lifestyles are stupid and one day they'll face the repercussions of it. Yeah, that's... Who wrote that? That's giving human beings a really short shrift. That's not their goal. Their goal is to fucking survive and try to live a good life. And the fact that everything in their life has showed them that being nice, being fair, being kind is a good way to end up dead. And you're a sucker. If you act like that, you have to be hard. You have to be aggressive. You have to take what you want. Otherwise, you will get nothing. Like, that is... Yeah, it's stupid, but guess what? You're forced into a corner, and you're going to do stupid things. And it's not stupid because it's survival. And that's what we force so many people into. And then we force them all to live in the same corner. It's going to breed chaos. It's just ridiculous. But let's see what he actually has to say in Run. Oh, Schoolboy Q is the intro. This will be good. Run. Let's go.
I don't wanna.
Hey, nigga, come here, nigga. Put that hat on. Hey, come over here with that weak ass hat.
All your niggas smoking your brains out. In a car light, take the lane route. Going nowhere fast. You think that you're not, cause you know, cause it takes your bang out.
Completely different vocal style here. So the little intro bit, hey, come here, let me try that hat on. I told you, come over here, stupid bitch. Come over here with your weak ass hat, you stupid ass. Sorry, you bitch ass. That was all Schoolboy Q, and then Tyler, the Creator, comes in. Very, very different vocals for him. We've heard everything so far has been, this really strong, powerful voice, and then comes in completely different. It's great. It's cool to see him with a different vocal style.
Brains out. In a car light, take the lane route. Going nowhere fast. You think that you're not, cause you know, cause it takes your bang out. And that drop top, pop the trunk, dip, pop, pop. That is drop top, took another lane out. Oh,
nice.
You the big nigga, took a hit nigga. Well, I hope you understand you ain't shit, nigga. Cause the niggas hold brothers to hit niggas. And make sure that your mama's gonna pay out. Now the gang's out to get you. But you stuck in the same house, nigga, never came out. Why? But you shame and you got something in that life, but hey man, niggas wish you got a name now. They say you a real nigga, you kill niggas. Nuts for that ice in a crib and out of blue niggas. And then I could steal niggas when I bang out. For a group boy, you can't even hang out. That light you hit, it was a light I had. That's why you never ever.
Yeah, he's saying a lot of stuff here. You really need to read the lyrics. Oh, you the big guy, take a hit. Well, I hope you understand you ain't shit. Because them other guys, whole purpose is to get guys. Guys instead of N-words, right? I'm trying not to just read along to the words. And make sure that your mama cry the pain out. Well, no, that's not their only goal. But when you're raised in the projects, the only people around that you can victimize are other victims. And the rest of the world is not going to let you just come out and kill people in other parts of the city. I mean, that's what the cops exist for, is to keep the underprivileged under control, to keep them sad and violent in their own neighborhoods. How many times do we see people reporting like, you don't belong here, this isn't your neighborhood, blah, blah. You know, do you live around here? Well, yeah, because a black guy could never own a nice house in a nice white neighborhood, right? Like, no, that's, fuck me. It bothers me that Tyler the Creator is, at least in his lyrics here, adopting some of the mentality of white people, of the oppressor, right? Like, these people, they're just trying to kill each other, and why would they do that? Like, yeah, they shouldn't. They should kill other people. Oh God, yeah, that's gonna be the clip that gets me in trouble. It's disappointing, because again, he could be taking more of a leadership role and saying, like, I don't know, get out of your neighborhoods, get into a mindset that, not that you want to serve, but that you want to learn, that you want to see what's out there that's not what you were brought up with, see what the world can be like, what you could become, what you could move into, that you could get out of this cycle of violence and destitution and starvation and whatever, the drugs, and see what else you can do, because there's a whole world of people who are out there that are doing better than everybody you see every single day of your life in the projects. And I'm saying all that because he's specifically talking about the people in that situation, right? Holy crap. It's disappointing to hear him say things like that. But again, I don't know where he grew up. I don't know what his upbringing was like. Maybe he's speaking with a lot more knowledge than I am. It's very possible. But I want to give people the benefit of the doubt too. I think everybody who's in a shitty situation just wants to be in a better situation, and sometimes you feel like the only way to get there is to do something unreasonable, illegal, not what other people get to do because of their privilege. You have to take. So, I don't know.
My chain out. I don't eat some truth, they gon' feed you. Lies, they got really good, they gon' eat you. They got really call for me, he gon' eat you. Better look the other way if you deceive you. And run as fast as you can.
That's the shit I be talking about, cuz we ain't trying to hear that shit, my nigga. Cuz stay preaching, cuz, like, nigga, come on, homie. You wanna hear that shit? Preach for shit for me. Yeah, we all black, who give a fuck, cuz? Give a fuck, nigga. What you mean?
Let me reverse that. Yeah, and even the end here, Schoolboy Q and Toro Imoy? I think so. I'm running. That's shit I'd be talking about, though. We ain't trying to hear that shit. Cause stay preachy, cuz. Yeah, stay preachy. I don't think preaching works. I think you have to encourage people to learn. I don't want to hear that preachy shit, my guy. Yeah, we all black. Who give a fuck? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. When you're shown every day, and that's the crazy part, right? When you're shown every day that life is meaningless, that human life is worthless. That's what I mean to say. Then you're gonna think, what does it matter? But everybody around you is in the same boat as you. So break out of that shell. Go find, and it's not even a shell that you put yourself in, right? You were put there by birth for most people who are living in the projects, right? Like, there's no former millionaires, white people living in the projects. It doesn't happen. Love to see that. Cool. Find Your Wings is the next track. Oh, interesting. So more flight, more wings, more be a leader, more find your happiness. Interesting. Let's go. Is there a note on this? There is. So, following the first 4 tracks on the album, where Tyler realizes he no longer wants to mess around and live life recklessly, and instead he takes a stand, finds his own path to be happy, delivers the overall message of the album, Find Your Wings. To find your wings means to find your own path and take control of your own life, follow your dreams, and just do what makes you happy. This is a top. So, it also, even before that, figure out what makes you happy. Figure out truly what makes you happy. The things. It's not one thing. It's probably not money. When asked what inspired him to create this track, Tyler said, people being scared to go for what they want, be themselves. There's a lot of privilege wrapped up in that too. To go for what they want and be themselves, to be themselves. We got people killing people for being themselves, for being black, for being gay, for being trans, for being, like, fucking no, for being Asian, for being Muslim. Like, I get why people don't want to be themselves, because they get killed. But everybody stands up and just acts like themselves, and guess what? You get to be yourself. I mean, in my worldview, that's all you are, is yourself. So you may as well enjoy it, be it, live it. Alright, let's go. Sorry. Nice jazzy feel to this. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful music. Yeah, great music. It just absolutely beautiful. I'm not a huge jazz fan, but I like that kind of jazz, just smooth jazz. Like, yeah, sounds nice. It sounds nice. It was used really well in the song. Kind of makes this a very peaceful song, very easy to listen to. The one thing that bothers me about it is he's saying a lot of things about, like, you're living wrong, live differently, live the life you want to live, be happy, follow your happiness, like, but it doesn't give any practical, useful information. It's great as, like, a pep talk, like, go do your thing, but, like, how the fuck am I supposed to do that? Like, you know how I was born and raised and where I grew up and what I had available to, like, it's not as easy as just go do it, although I understand the rallying cry of just go do it, right? It's interesting. And I love that he's saying stuff like this. I really do. I mean, don't take some of my comments here about like the criticism I have as being like negative necessarily. It's just, it's not as simple as, hey, just change everything about your life. That's that is not constructive in any way. So here's Cherry Bomb. This is the song that I have listened to before. Do I remember it exactly? No. Title track of the album delivers some borderline inaudible lyrics under some heavily distorted instrumentals. According to Tyler Lowe, this was entirely intentional. Due to its distorted sound, this song likely draws influence from Death Grips, of whom Tyler is a known fan. Yeah, well, I think anybody with a brain is a fan of Death Grips. Let's go, Cherry Bomb. Oh yeah, I can hear it even in that. So, the distortion and everything over the lyrics that we were just listening to are fine. I kind of wish it was more clear, like this section is this. It just sounds, it sounds great, for one thing. And I think it would just be a lot clearer, but again, whatever. Interesting how this is a like crossover with I shouldn't say crossover, it feels very much like rap, electronic, and punk. Like, it's a very punk sounding song. Lots of distortion, lots of anger behind what he's saying, even if he's not super angry. It just comes across as angry. It's a song you could pogo to and have a mosh pit. Like, it really kind of meshes all that together, and it's kind of a cool song because of it. You come out, your shit is gone.
Playing only your classic hits.
Alright, so I gotta pause right there. Interesting. I do not remember that song at all. I reacted to this? Did I? Cherry Bomb by Tyler Creator. I don't remember that. It's a very weird song for somebody to recommend to me now that I listen to the context of the full album. Like, that would not be a track that I would send to somebody to listen to, because it's midway through the album and it doesn't really have a whole hell of a lot to say other than, you know, don't get me started. It's like, you know, don't piss me off, I'm gonna explode. That's kind of what it's about. Interesting. Alright, I am going to have to pause right here. I'll edit this out later. I shall return. Okay, I hope that worked. We are going to continue. I just paused, so in case nobody knows. We're going to continue with Cherry Bomb, and I think we've wrapped up that song. We're going to move on to Blow My Load. That's a pleasant saying. And see what the hell this is about. Go down to the right track, see if there's some information on this from Genius. Blow My Load is about English fashion model Cara Delevingne. The hook for the song was first heard on the Wolf documentary. Cara Delevingne. Let's see who this is. I have no idea. Oh, yeah, I guess I've seen her. Yeah, I thought she was in some movies. She must be correct. Let's see. 31 years old. Oh, she would have been pretty young at the time. 8 years ago, 23. Cara Jocelyn Delevingne, born August 12th. Hey, happy birthday yesterday, Miss Delevingne. 1992. That's about when I graduated college. Is an English model and actress. She is signed with Storm Management after leaving school in 2009. Won Model of the Year for the British Fashion Awards in 2012 and 2014. Okay, sure. She's been in some movies. Anna Karenina. Paper Towns. I don't know it. The Enchantress. Suicide Squad. Oh, that's who she was. She played like the bad guy. Yeah, the Enchantress in Suicide Squad. Oh no, I'm thinking of somebody else. No, was the Enchantress the bad guy? Did she end up being the bad guy in that? I think maybe she did. Yes, she did. She was the one who was like moving all weird. Terrible. Just not good at all. The second movie was way better than the first movie. I'm sure you care. Let's check this out. Blow My Load. Jesus Christ. Hey, why aren't you working?
I don't want you thinking I love you cause I stay. Girl, I really like you, I'm happy we got laid. I think about your windows like 4 times in a day. I'm a pervert with a purpose, I preach you just got saved. Kissing, I'm on a mission of licking my holy grail in your body when you be pissing. This is a gift from Africa, you off the kitchen, I come quick. Getting pictures from Sandy Sosa, you're hoping I'm joking, but first I'ma eat your pussy till you tell me you can't take it. Scream and stop it, don't you fake it. Wanna tape it, grab my camera, and I'ma slay the little Tyler.
Isn't this just slightly creepy to write a song to somebody that I assume you've never met that talks about I'm gonna eat your pussy till you tell me you can't take it, scream and stop it, don't you fake it, I want it.
I'ma eat your pussy till you tell me you can't take it, scream and stop it, don't you fake it, wanna tape it, grab my camera, and I'ma slay the little Tyler, pick your fist, but that won't. My love, pussy tighter than door hinges, I want you like sandwiches, not anymore, cause I'm on tour, so look, FaceTime your click. I will jack off my dick. I go hard shit. I might need ice pack on my wrist. We fucking, I'm pumping. You know what's coming. Busting a couple of seconds. I'm sweating. I leave you slumped in the back of my triple naked. Suck it out of me. I leave you with nothing. Get it? This is what you wanted. This is what you came for. I'ma eat your pussy till you tell me you can't take it. Scream or stop it. Don't you fake it. Wanna tape it. Grab my camera. 9 months later, little Tyler, pick it fifth.
Not loving this. Okay, still same song.
That was new music from the soundtrack of the upcoming film. Be caller 8 to win tickets to the triple feature at the Moon Theaters tonight. 3 back-to-back-to-back movies at the Moon Theaters tonight. Be the 8th caller, only on Golf Radio.
It's Golf Radio.
I love the way he does the voice. It says it's Shane Powers, but I mean it must be. But I really feel like that was Tyler the Creator just doing a different voice. Huh. Yeah, no, that song's creepy. I'm not a fan of that song. Just not my preference. Two-Seater is the next song. Track 8. This one says, oh, let's see, produced by Mike Einzinger and Tyler the Creator. Although not in the title, it's implied by Tyler that this is a 2-part song. The second part, titled Hair Blows, in the same style as Fish/Boppin' Bitch from Goblin. Tyler originally wanted Rick Ross to contribute. Oh. And in case you were wondering about the Hans Zimmer connection, Tyler uploaded the answer. I don't care. Not going to jump around the internet to find connections to things. Let's check this out. Two-Seater is the name of the track. Apparently a 2-parter with Hair Blows, which isn't on this album. I don't know what that means. Let's go. Let's do it. Two-Seater.
Two sapphires on him neck, next is precious gems. Not AMG, it's M. Boy, I will eat him bins. New engine, you got that old shit. Your wheels deep pins. Him got a warranty, don't care if him scratch.
It's got a good sound. I keep just looking at all these notations in here, and I didn't realize they were all separate. There's a ton of different notations in here, which makes me not want to read them. It's a very cool sounding song. very, it sounds car-like, oddly. I don't know if I can explain that any better. Like, it sounds like a song written about a car. Like, the music, it's a little smooth, a little rough. Not rough, like, there's a zzz instead of just a pure note of, like, you know what I mean? There's a texture to the sound. That's a good way to say it. That makes it kind of sound like a car rolling down the street or something like that. I don't know. It just sounds like a car song.
Chim rims again.
So again, that little break there, I'll back up so that we don't miss that. That little break there was interesting because it also sounded kind of jazzy little break. I get the feeling he's a big fan of jazz music, and just interesting. Maybe R&B more than jazz. I like that.
Sits in my passenger seat. You tell me I got too much speed, and I should slow down. But I can't. 'Cause you drive me wild. Girl, I get a rush when we speak in my car, and sometimes it's too much. Speeding in my car, and sometimes it's too much. Yo, I know some dudes that are fine, that carry Rugers and shotters and fucking shoot at your Honda and fucking zoom out in monsters. Them golf boys is bad for you like them food at McDonald's. Boy, I'm a king and I ain't lying, boy, you're cool and Matata. Better watch for them hyenas if you flex if they saw them. They catch so many checks, they calling them Tyler O'Connor. I'm trying to ball like I was Dom O'Connor or 09 or probably September. Boy, I'm just rhyming these syllables like my genitals. Album cover looking like the mascot of the Timberwolves. Skate park in Pemberton. Hoping that I ditch the chords and go pick up the pen again. Cause I kill the dark shit like I'm motherfucking Zimmerman. Turn around and lose pounds like I'm fucking Timberland and buy pounds. I mean, hit give them tinny cop brick like a wall with pig in it. Now money coming out the blue like cops are changing fits and shit. I'm killing it. Had the hot top fade. We would go skate on them concrete waves. But now I switch gears to hit the cylinders pump. The beat thump, don't get it twisted, boy. My boys in the trunk. Skate.
Can you roll my window up?
The fuck you turn my music down for, man?
Can you roll my window up?
Why? Damn.
Because it's windy.
But I love it when your head
hanging out the sunroof. I love it when your hair
This is kind of cool sounding, like really very cool sounding.
Skirting on these niggas, skirting on these bitches, You can say you don't wanna take that drive, but you have it blown.
It's a weird little bit of syncopation, like confusion in the track that just doesn't seem to map with what the lyrics, the lyrics are very straightforward, and so that little kind of hiccupy sort of thing going on in the music really makes me wonder what the hell is going on. Like, why have that? Why have that little kind of glitchy? It's not glitchy. That hiccup, that weird kind of skipping around. The beat doesn't seem to track. The music kind of goes off a little bit. Like, what is it that we're not getting from the lyrics that he wants to communicate with the music? I have no idea, but it tells me there's something wrong in this situation. Maybe we'll find out more. I don't know. Let's go.
Just a third gear turbo. Skirting on these niggas, skirting on these bitches, listening to Mac DeMarco. You're hanging out the roof window. It's just a third gear turbo. Skirting on these niggas, skirting on these bitches. You can say you don't wanna take that drive, but you have it blow. I know we'll have a good time. You just gotta stop being scared and just roll. Just come and roll with me. It's all good. Yeah. It's when it blows. Just driving. Look amazing. For the time being, I guess.
Yeah, man, what's good? You good? I've been chilling, man. I've been doing some push-ups and shit, man. You know,
For real?
like 50 a day.
Oh,
wait. Is that nigga Tyler?
I think so.
Bitch ass nigga, here you come too, man. Fuck this nigga, man. This nigga stink. Wait, fuck. My nigga T, man. What's good, man? You good? All right, I see you. You good,
man? I'm good.
Hey, man, I see you with your little girl. She looks okay. All right, y'all good, man. All right. Hey, your feature don't start for another 20 minutes. So, you know, y'all shade up. I'll get y'all some shit. Man, I see you with your little jewels and shit, too, man.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm trying, man. I'm just trying.
Yeah, man, let me know if you need anything. I got you. Just, you know, yeah.
All right, yeah, we'll probably walk around and come back when the movie starts or whatever.
All right, man, I'm gonna see you. Faggot, I swear to God.
Yeah.
This nigga bitch weak, too.
Yeah,
God
she is.
damn it. I still fuck.
Oh, you...
What? So I get the whole two-face sort of thing going on there. Maybe that has something to do with two-seater. Maybe. I'm still very confused about the skipping around, like the changes in the music. But then he does say the one thing at the end here of the actual song, not the outro thing there. I know we'll have a good time. You just got to stop being scared. I don't know. Maybe that's got something to do with why that music is so kind of jumpy in a couple of those parts. But maybe you just wanted the music to sound like that. What are we getting? Some wind here? What's going on? It's fucking hot, by the way. It's Seattle on August 13th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and what does my phone say? It's too hot for Seattle. Seattle doesn't have air conditioning. It'll start having air conditioning because people are going to fucking freak out if we don't get it soon. Of course, my phone won't load the temperature. 85 degrees, which is not accurate. That can't be. The Brown Stain of DARKEESE LATIFAH, parts 6 through 12. What is this? Let's check this out. The 9th track Tyler brings on TDE, Top Dog Entertainment rapper Schoolboy Q, love him, to rap about everything. I say I love him because we listened to a song called John Muir, and I have it on my phone, and it comes up every now and again, and I just love it. 8 tracks by Schoolboy Q that he's contributed to. John Muir, yeah, so good. I'm trying to think if I have any of his others on my phone. I know I love that one. But I really like his stuff, so it's kind of fun to see him on here. But they bring on Schoolboy Q to rap about everything they have in a braggadocious style of rap. On the physical version of Cherry Bomb, this track is followed by the hidden song Special. I don't think we're going to get that, so let's listen to this song, The Brown Stains of Darkeese LATIFAH, Parts 6 through 12.
Oh, you the motherfucking man, huh? Oh, you be fucking bitches counting all the bands, huh? Oh, you be trapping out the bando selling grands, huh? Oh, you be smoking, drinking, leaning, popping.
I love that. Like, just super cool sounding. Just any different kind of sound I'm there for.
Zans, huh? You see, that's that bullshit that I don't need. I'm telling y'all niggas, y'all ain't fucking with me. See, I looked in the mirror and he said, you are the man. And I said, hey man, I agree. Rocks on rainbow, Ben's a nice fellow. Your neck reflect your personality, your mind is yellow. Boy, I hit the block like I hate Legos. They know they got 30 seconds, Jared Leto, before they see some halos. And I reload the ammo. Boy, it's golf wango, and that's the squad I bango until my fucking rango. Now let's reload the ammo. Can a nigga get some fucking chaos and higher? I'm the truth in the dark. Get your ass beat just like a kick in the snare. Schoolboy boys, my nigga, you know I'm good in the 50s. That boy not that bad. It's no biggie. It's the G.O. and the LF. Go.
Come on, this is awesome.
Go no homo, black out, go all like Juju and fucking Iggy. And shit been this series. Just off Iggy, man. Been that man since Batman had a sidekick. Catch me in some bands like one of them soccer mamas. And them bitches blue like that family went to a Dodge to solve them. Oh no, you can't, bitch, I'm a problem. And you'll get fucked up like the thoughts inside of my noggin. Going harder than the Quidditch and Harry Potter. All my shows got one black in it like Larry Dobbs.
Going harder than the Quidditch and Harry Potter? That's not that hard, is it? Weird line.
I'm that nigga, meaning I'm 2 niggas. I'm schizo, Brimlow, my motherfucking been gone. Pink and yellow on my neck, remind you of my dick hole. And I don't really fuck with you niggas, shout out to Jim Crow. Don't get offended, love being dark-skinned. 23 with a crib, and I don't got no tenants. And I don't like sports, but the court got a tennis. Is that diamonds on your neck? Stay the fuck out my business. See, that's that cherry bomb, get my burr on. That's my Cluron, 91, not the Chevron. Motors flog, long bands on, fuck your Joe Doms. Went from throwing up to throwing carnivals. Boy, I'm a sicko, flacco nigga, but kinda macho. Boy, I got some bottles and Shadow Scooty, he kinda loco. Pack a De La pistol, we splitting nachos. And for that cheese, boy, he was using shells just like a taco. So grab your goggles, nigga, Taco Tuesday. You don't want none of that. Have you heard of Fairfax? Boy, we was running that. Nigga took the store from us, yeah, fuck all of that. Damn, he really took the store.
Cracker with a brown thumb. Yeah. Gang bang tattoos, this ain't a Louis rag. Orange Paisley got me grip crazy. Pants heavy sack to the left with the belt strap. No face mask, nigga just toe tags. Still the blunts get past you. Worried about them niggas. Grieve over suckers, gunpowder on my.
Super aggressive, but man, like, it sounds fantastic. The music is so cool. This is an absolutely perfect example of like some of the weird music that I totally get into. Like, this is such a cool sound. The syncopated drums, the like weird sounds in the background. Just this is fantastically cool.
Cause whacking his raps and what he rap he ain't done. His top dog wolf gang, smell the cat on your tongue. Pussy boy, you fucked over, nigga. Drawing your gums. Teeth missing, mine can recognize your face with his lump. My square homie's license, double life in my trunk. Mine, power, body, and soul, he break handcuffs. It got a strike on my record, double cups, hand up. He ain't the life like boss. You need to crib that coast. You wanna steer that wheel, you wanna smoke that kill. Who am I?
Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool track. So Special is not on this where am I? Spotify playlist. So let's go down to oh, here's Fucking Young. Perfect. Explores Tyler falling in love with a girl 6 years younger than him. The second half, Perfect, is a duet with Kali Uchis. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her name. So Tyler would have been 23 at the time, so 6 years younger, would have been a 17-year-old. Not cool. The narrative of the song incorporates Tyler's album title Cherry Bomb as an allusion to the song written by Joan Jett and the Runaways of the same name, just like the questionably young female that Tyler is perplexed by in Fucking Young Perfect. The Runaways song establishes the phrase Cherry Bomb as meaning female jailbait, as stated by Songfacts. The song's title represents feelings for both Tyler and this girl. Tyler says she's too fucking young, while the girl thinks Tyler's perfect. The emotions for both people correlate with both parts of the song. Interesting. This track continues the trend on the 10th track of each of Tyler's albums, featuring multiple songs, usually about a girl stitched together. Huh, interesting. The girl is not stitched together, the songs are stitched together. Tyler isn't the only rapper in LA who's going through relationship angst with someone underage. Linked to something. The music video ends with with a scene of Tyler and friends driving around in wide open desert. This video is age restricted and only available on YouTube. Featuring an aesthetic that is reminiscent of the 1985 Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, which in turn inspired the music video for Tupac's California Love. Love those Mad Max movies. Either would make sense for an homage from Tyler. The second half, Perfect, recently received a visual with an extended version with Austin Feinstein. We're just going to listen to the song. Maybe I'll go watch the video some other time, and I'm sure people are going to say, oh, you need to watch the real thing, the videos are great, blah, blah, blah. It's okay, I'm more about the music when I'm doing my reactions here. So let's do it. Fucking Young Perfect, track 10 on Cherry Bomb. You gonna play? What's up? No. Oh, there we go.
That I met you, girl, I knew that it was something special, but I couldn't put my finger on it. Fuck, I can't sing. Whatever. Look, we met through mutual friends, and this is where the story of confusion began. Cause I was at Nirvana, but I had to pretend that I wasn't. There go the policeman knocking at my door. Do I leave out the back and grab my wallet and coat? Or do I answer it confused like I don't know? Now me and she held hands and we danced nothing more. She kissed my hand a couple times, FaceTime when we're bored. It's nobody at the door, man, I'm so paranoid. Fuck, because girl, you're perfect, but you're too fucking young. When temptation calls, I never picked up. And girl, you stole my heart, but you're too fucking young. But this is more than a question. I just might be in love. A 6-year difference is a 10-year sentence. And with the pigment on my skin, I don't wanna be another statistic. Bring the joy. You fill a void that was once missing, and I can say I'm in love. There go the policeman knocking at my door. Do I leave out the back and grab my wallet and coat? Or do I answer it confused like I don't know? Now me and she held hands and we danced nothing more. She kissed my hand a couple times, FaceTime when we're bored. It's nobody at the door, man, I'm so paranoid.
I like that he's paranoid that there's cops at the door. There's nobody. It's just it's a great thing to do in the song.
Cause girl, you're perfect, but you're too fucking young. And when temptation calls, I never pick up. And girl, you stole my heart, but you're too fucking young. And this is more than a question, I just might be in love.
When you're 35, I
I'll be 41, and when I'm 27, you'll be 21. Yo, this is dumb, and when that time comes for that 1-8, I'll probably run, cause I'm fucking terrified. Yo, this is dumb, you should find someone else. I'm not the one for you, shit, I'm still growing up with myself. And mentally, you're older than me, and that shit doesn't help. Cause if they see you with T, they'll think T needs some help. So when you mention hang, I'm thinking about a tree and a belt. And I don't want no relation, shit, no relation. Shit, when my dick is longer than my attention span, that's gonna suck if shit hits that kitchen fan and splatter on me like my dick in my hand. But I'm still fucking off, not good at ducking off, because I found a goose that I like, but I'm still running off. She gon' want a nest, that's why I cannot get fucking caught. That's a scary word, you can say that shit for the birds. But I found my wings.
But you're too fucking young.
I really like
And
you.
when temptations come,
I don't know what
pick up. And girl,
the thing about this is,
but you're too fucking
by the
young.
time you hear this,
And this is more
it won't even matter.
I just make love.
I'll be in the clear.
Teeing up with Charlie.
But you're too young.
So it's interesting the difference between this song and Blow My Load, right? Like Blow My Load, like super aggressively sexual, kind of creepy because it's about a girl he doesn't know. I assume he doesn't know, right? Now this song is about a girl he does know, but who's underage in most states. And I don't know, 17, 18, and you're 23 is not a huge difference, but it's a big enough difference at that age group. No, that at that age, that it's still not cool. But I can understand that. Like, one day you're 17, the next day you're 18. Like, it's not a huge difference, and I don't know. It has to do with developmental stuff and all sorts of things, and obviously social taboos and laws. But yeah, stay away. Stay away. But there is absolutely something to be said for when you make a connection with somebody, and I don't know. It's confusing, but this song is so unlike Blow My Load, right? This song is like, oh my god, like I love you, you're awesome, we get along so well, you're my soulmate, all like it just is super nice in its own way, even though it's not appropriate because she's 6 years younger than him, and that puts her at 17 years old. Now she'd be what, early mid 20s. He's 31. No big deal. Interesting. So here we go with Perfect.
But you're too young. But you're too young.
Ooh, a nice voice.
fucking love. And girl, I know that you're the one for me. 'Cause you're too fucking young. And girl, I know that you're the one for me.
It's interesting. Sorry, I'm getting messages. Let's sorry, briefly interrupted again. Let's look at this. How do I get to here? We go. So that was fucking Young Perfect. Now we've got Smuckers Raspberry Jam. With a name like Smuckers, it's gotta be good. Yes, I'm quoting old commercials. So this is track 11. We've got no 10, track 10, right? And there's 13 on the album. This says after the track list dropped, this song was the most hyped in hip hop circles. Tyler claims he made the beat for the first part of the song in 2011 for Watch the Throne, but he took the track back to keep for himself. Tyler has collaborated with both artists before, Charlie Wilson and Chaz. I don't have a name. God bless it. Who is on here? Lil Wayne and Kanye West are the features on this. I don't know why the thing I'm looking at is telling me something different. So he's collaborated with both of them before, but never together, and never with either on one of his own records. He featured on Game's song Martian vs. Goblin with Lil Wayne in 2011, and performed live with Kanye at the 2013 Camp Flog Gnaw in Los Angeles. Yeezy and Wheezy have previously collaborated on Barry Bonds, See You in My Nightmares, Lollipop Remix, Swagga Like Us, and Forever. Very cool. So let's check this out with Lil Wayne and Kanye West, Tyler the Creator. Smuckers is the name of the song. That was the end of fucking Young Perfect.
Money, 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 money ain't the motive. What's your name again? Nobody knows it. Don't speak to me, nigga, you not in pro.
Seems very old school to me. Kind of interesting.
And I'm focused.
2, 3, 4.
They say I'm nutty, I'm picnic basket, was short of a sandwich and peanut butter. Boy, Swapping's a fact, please come and get me. Said I suck him at your neck like a hickey. Boy, I'm sickly like an HIV victim. Ain't nobody fucking with me. I got banned from New Zealand. Whitey called me a demon in the jail.
Terrible lyric. Terrible lyric. Like an HIV victim, ain't nobody fucking with me. Come on.
God damn it, I couldn't believe it. Been a kid from the country, I never fall, never timber, but you fucked up as a parent, your child.
See, that ticks me off. It really does, because that's an example of punching down, right? Like, that's an example of a lyric written by somebody who's young and hasn't fully developed their sense of empathy. And why would you purposely heap shit on somebody who could be completely innocent of whatever sin you may think they have committed, to end up with a disease that they have no control over, and then to make fun of them for possibly being alone? It's a shitty thing to say. That ticks me out. I'm sorry.
I was a nigger. I clearly don't give a fuck. So you can run that shit back and fuck your loud pack and fuck your Snapchat. Cherry Bomb, the greatest fucking album since the days of sound. And that shit gon' pop just like that nigga that was never around. Damn, out the drop, gas him up, thick exhaust. Young T, came quick, hard to beat, dick is soft. He ain't lying, he the truth. Call him Simba, beast is loose. Tyler the creator, sweating Jesus juice. Put that fucking cow on my level, cause I'm raising the stakes. Mama made you a promise, it's no more Section 8. And what we ate was the steaks. Now our section is great, cause that's the level I'm at. My niggas passing my plate, yeah.
Why, oh, why don't they like me? Cause Nike gave a lot of niggas checks, but I'm the only nigga to ever check Nike. Richer than white people with black kids, scary than black people with ideas. Nobody can tell me where I'm heading, but I feel like Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen at my wedding. They say I'm crazy, but that's the best thing going for me. You can't lynch Marshawn or Tom Brady throwing to me. I made a million mistakes, but I'm successful in spite of them. I believe you like a fat trainer taking the bite of something. I want to turn the tanks to playgrounds. I dreamt of Tupac, he asked me, are you still down? Yeah, my nigga, it's on, it's on, it's on, it's on. I know they told they white daughters don't bring home Jerome. I am the free nigga archetype. I am the light and the beacon. You can ask the deacon. It's funny when you get extra money. Every joke you tell just be extra funny. I mean, you can even dress extra bummy. Cocaine, bathroom break nose, extra rummy. And I gave you all I got, you still want extra from me. Oxford want a full-blown lecture from me. And the Lexus pull up, like hop, like goes up. Step back, hold up, my nigga, you suck,
I like that.
Hold up.
I really like the wordplay there, the repeated sounds, things like that. That was pretty cool. I don't love Kanye, but again, I haven't listened to tons of his stuff. I listened to College Dropout. Bought it, in fact, because I thought it was going to be awesome and hated the message of it. But hey, he's super successful, and he's talking about it here. He's super successful, and that apparently gives him worth, value as a human.
I mean, you can even dress extra bummy. Cocaine, bathroom break nose, extra rummy. And I gave you all I got, you still want extra from me. Oxford want a full-blown lecture from me. And the Lexus pull up, like hop, like goes up. Step back, hold up, my nigga, you suck, hold up. Studied the proportions, emotions running out of Audubon, speed level, had a drink with fear, and I was texting God. He said, I gave you a big dick, so go extra hard.
I've never watched Freaks and Geeks, which is weird.
2, 3, 4.
Hold your fucking horses. Niggas really fucking thought that he lost it. Like I bet it at an auction, been exhausted. I've been working while y'all selling blow smoke like broken exhaust tips. Fucking losers.
Hold your fucking ponies, my homie. I whip your donkey by my lonely. I eat pussy like Shoney's, yeah. It's Tunchi, homie, master of ceremonies. I knock them down, domino effect, no pepperoni, I swear.
It's them golf boys, like them hot boys for the 99 and 2000. But it's the 2000 when the 14 and the 15. Yo, what up, Wayne?
What up, slime nigga, go hard.
Yeah, I'ma go hard like before Kane. Got too much drive, me like 10 lanes. Life is a broad and she give brain. That's that roll head, this a dream car. Got a full tank of that same year I was born. That's that 1991. Another nigga like you won't find one. Cause nigga, I'm a god, a divine one.
My trigger finger wise, but my 9 dumb. Middle finger blind, so it's fuck A and Y. One fuck skate and die, son. 100 ways to die, son. I'm staring at a trampoline, make my eye jump. Use Adderall like alarm clocks, wake my high up. Stakes are high, well done in prime cut. Eat up, I stick my rollie in her mouth, let the time come. She got hair like Shanae and eyes like Wanda. Oh my goodness.
Wayne and bitches ugly, these niggas colder than Tommy Buddy. Yeah, we hitting models like Tony Parker be hitting bottles. Bitch, I'm going harder than Yellow Cabby, stopping for Lionel. Black ass nigga. They be ducking this nigga. Shout out to Donald Sterling. Boy, let's get a scrimmage and cut some niggas. I bring the Clippers and a couple owners. That's kinda German. You bring the nooses.
It's kind of weird. A little earlier in the song, he was talking about like all these guys are smoking so much that they're useless basically. But then, like this portion of the song, they're talking about way harder drugs than pot. It's strange. Like the harder drugs are cooler. I don't know. I don't know if consistency is called for. I think one of the attractions to this song and songs like this are they are able to say they're awesome in such incredibly cool, inventive, wordplay-y ways that I totally understand why somebody would want to listen to this and just be like, oh yeah, that's good. Oh, that, yeah, like it just sounds so good. So again, I can forgive a lot of the stuff that is being said here and the inconsistency of it, but whew, it still gets me.
And a couple trees where the money growing, get bodies burning, cause I'm trying to hang like I'm Mr. Cooper or Jews in Berlin. With some niggas from Alabama, Birmingham, my new music's all over the street like Eric Sermon was. Fuck us, maybe we should team up. Anti-golf boys, cause I don't fuck with me either. I'm a liar, I'm a faggot.
Son, you need Jesus, but I heard he left Sunset to go on tour with Jesus. Well, I'm praying for the new Yeezys, and you pussies praying that we squash the beef like zucchini. I know it ain't game, nor fame, nor tame, or lame, nor strange.
Nah, faggot, it's golf, Wang.
There's some weird lyrics. Second to last song. What is this one? Let's get down here. Keep the O's. Keep the O's? Featuring Pharrell Williams and Coco O. Keep the O's is the 12th track on the album and features Tyler's idol Pharrell Williams. On Wolf, Tyler described it as probably #1 moment in his life. This time around, he got the P from Slim Thug's 2006 album, Already Platinum. Okay, let's check this out. I do like Pharrell. So here we go. Keep the O's.
Golden person, yeah, I'm nerdy, yeah, I'm swerving, yeah, you heard me.
That is cool. That is just super creative, cool wordplay, mucking about. Great sound. Nice transition.
stand on these niggas one time.
Doesn't flow. Interesting to see him folding this back in from 5 songs earlier. The Find Your Wings stuff. Interesting. Unless he's trying to use it here. So he's talking about Keep the O's, which I saw in the comments. It's a reference to ounces of cocaine. And so if he's talking about like getting high here for the Find Your Wings, seems to kind of defeat the purpose of what he was talking about earlier, but I don't know. This sounds higher though. This sounds modified compared to what we got earlier. So I'm wondering if this is supposed to be like an artificial high, right? An artificial Find Your Wings, or if it's supposed to be reminding you like don't mess with the getting stoned part, getting out of your gourd on cocaine. Instead, like concentrate on the stuff that actually makes you happy, not the short. I don't know.
About diamonds and cars and money now. What the fuck has gotten into me, man?
So yeah, I that's actually kind of a cool little tag at the end there, where he's talked about the whole rest of the album. Like, don't worry about that stuff. Don't money, drugs, diamonds, like just useless, pointless, right? Like, do real stuff. That's interesting. So he's pointing out his own hypocrisy with this particular track, right? That's kind of cool. That is cool. I like that. Okaga, California is the next song. The closing track from Tyler, the Creator's album Cherry Bomb. Legendary producer Leon Ware appears throughout the song, according to Tyler's Twitter, as does LA musician Clementine Creevy, according to her Instagram. This track is about Tyler taking his girl with him on a journey, on his upcoming life journey. A recurring theme throughout this record is finding your wings and flying, a metaphor for discovering yourself and what you love and becoming successful because of it. This is evident in this track, with the concept of packing your bag and fly to the moon being a metaphor that the sky isn't the limit and that Tyler is exceeding it because of his change in this new philosophical position he is in. The relentless optimism overpowers the psychological and emotional darkness that features heavily on Tyler's earlier work. The more positive attitude throughout Cherry Bomb is a result of Tyler's happier emotional state. Yeah, good. Let's do this. So, last song on the album. Thanks again to Jordan for sending this in. Sorry it's taken so long, but like I said, hopefully I'll get to more of these in the upcoming weeks. Let's do it. I like it. Okay, I want a science fiction movie that has this song as like a track somewhere in it where literally some like people are flying off into space to get away from whatever hell is going on Earth. Let's just run away from here because it's not working out on Earth. That's good. It would be a cool time.
When I see you,
special when you with me. When you kiss me, swear to God, blood was rushing on my Jimmy. Laying on my trampoline, looking at the stars from my fake space frog machine. Laying on my arm was dead from the pressure on your head. I said I loved you, said it back like it was scripted, but you meant it like the flavor of that lemonade that we was sipping on our sushi with dinner date. Oh, you think you special now? Other bitches tripping now, cause we fleeing to the moon. Fuck Earth, man, we sick of y'all. Wings on my back, so we ain't got a cop a ticket now. Nah.
So I know I've been doing this for a while. This is probably 2 hours into this, right? And music is so hypnotic. I'm like falling asleep just because it's dun, 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 dun. Whew. It's something. I like the music too. It's kind of too bad that I'm drifting, but man, it's really hypnotic. I get some very like I don't know if it's accurate, either some late Beatles or some just slightly psychedelic feel to the music here in this song, and especially right now at this point. I just wanted to pause it before the end and call it out, so in case you were just listening like, oh, it sounds good, well, it definitely feels kind of psychedelic. So that's going to stop. I'm going to back up so I can play a little bit of that again. Yeah, like this stuff. Right there especially. That. Another album that I would have to listen to just on its own to see if it's an album I want to listen to just on its own. There's so much going on in this. I can see how he's more positive in this, but it almost seems like he's decided, like, okay, now I'm gonna be positive. I'm not necessarily be positive. Like, I found what I like, and I'm gonna do this, and I want to inspire people to also just find the thing they like and do it. But I'd be curious to talk to him to find out, like, did he expect it to just happen then? Like, he was going to fly off to the moon, everything was going to be awesome, like, his whole life was going to be different? Or did it turn out to be work, and it didn't quite go exactly like he thought it would, like he planned, like he wanted it to? Because let me tell you, it never fucking works out like that. It doesn't, you just don't decide one day, like, oh, I'm just going to be happy and do what I want to do. No, you can make that decision and the world can still shit all over you constantly. But your head is changed, hopefully, for the most part, right? You have these pictures of the guy pissed his pants. It's just like the greatest thing to have on screen. Like, you can make the decision to have a different attitude about things, but it doesn't mean the world is gonna change and make it better for you. Like, did he do better after this? Did he become more famous and more successful and richer? And did he get everything he wanted out of life? Did he find the girl of his dreams and stay with her forever? What happened? How did the change in attitude affect what you were hoping it was gonna? Question mark. I'm very curious, because I don't know enough about him to know, like, what his life was like versus what it's like now, and what the intervening years were like. I think it's, I mean, much like, what was it, Wolf? Was that his other album that I listened to? I did a full album reaction to. Let's check out Tyler, the Creator. Yeah, Wolf. How different are things? And yeah, I don't know. That was from September of last year. I guess that's why I got this recommendation in September. I'd be very curious. But what I was saying was, much like Wolf, this is an album that tells me that this guy is just gonna make the music he wants to make, and he doesn't care what anybody else wants. I mean, he starts off, that's his premise for this whole album, is I'm just gonna make what I make. Like, I just want to make cool music. This is what I think is cool. If you want to tag along and listen to it, then tag along and listen to it. I like that he recognizes that he's a role model. I like some of the stuff he has to say. I dislike some of the other stuff he has to say. I called that stuff out. Nobody's perfect. That's fine. And it's a very good album. I can see, one, why it was successful upon release, and why it continued to be successful, and why people want me to react to it, because it's different, and different is good. Let me see his discography. Oh, I could probably do that right here on Genius. Albums. So, Cherry Bomb in 2015, Flower Boy in 2017, Igor in 2019, Call Me If You, Get Lost in 2021, and that must be the latest. And what was before? Oh my goodness. Call Me If You Get Lost, Igor, Flower Boy, Cherry Bomb. Cherry Bomb. Wolf was before that, so 2013, and Cherry Bomb was 2015. Okay. So that's interesting. What was before Wolf? Goblin. I haven't heard Goblin. 2011. That must have been his first. Interesting. Huh. So anyway, yeah, good stuff. I like his stuff. He's super creative. Really does great stuff. And I'm saying stuff a lot, but there you go. Thanks again to Jordan for sending this in. I appreciate it. I have to bring this up. If you want to send me stuff to react to, CashApp and PayPal are the way to do that. Or go to my Patreon, sign up for that. It would be very useful. if you could sign up for Patreon for just $2 a month. That's minimum I ask for, $2. I just need thousands of you to do it, just like 4,000 or 5,000 of you. That would be cool. And I could do a lot more of these videos. And yeah, there you go. Have a good night. I'm gonna go do some stuff around the house, and then I gotta pick up my wife from work, and we're gonna go for a walk, and then we're gonna have dinner, and I probably have to go to the grocery store. See, it's just non-stop excitement. Non-stop excitement. Thanks again for sticking around for this. I hope you enjoyed it. I thought it was a good album. That's about it. I feel like I should say more, but like I said a ton during this video, so Pop Squat. Check it out. Please like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate it very much. You have a good day. Bye.